Welcome to a broadcast of the recent Lorain County Commissioners' General Meeting. Unless otherwise announced, meetings are held Wednesday morning at the Administration Building, 226 Middle Avenue, 4th floor, downtown Elyria. These are public meetings and you are invited to attend. Agendas are posted prior to the meeting at www.loraincounty.us. Click on Departments to see the Commissioners page, then click on View Agenda.
Good morning. Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. Welcome to the October 22nd Lorain County Board of Commissioners meeting. Commissioner Kokoski, you have our dog?
Bev's going to do our prayer?
Oh, our prayer. I see you there, Bev. Sorry about that. You weren't here last week.
Yeah, I told her we missed her last week.
Dear Lord, as we come to you today, thanking you for an opportunity to get together to have a meeting for Lorain County. So many countries don't have the freedom that we do have. So we thank you for our commissioners, we thank you for their staff, and we thank you for all our county officials. And we just trust you to give them the wisdom and knowledge. You know, we don't take that for granted. We know that when we trust you, you give us the understanding that we need to make decisions that may not always be favorable with everyone, but it will be the right thing for the county. So we just stand in agreement with that. We just believe you for a great meeting and a great day. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Commissioner Kokoski has our dog today.
Yeah. All right. What a treat we have today. This cute little boy. He's probably, what, 6 months old maybe? Not even that.
Not even that. We're saying about 12 weeks.
12 weeks old, okay. He was found in Wellington on Hollier Road. We have 30 dogs in the kennel, so we need you to come down and adopt one or two or more, however many you want. Thankfully, we are having a lot of people come to the kennel and adopting dogs. We had 12 the week before last, and I mean, you're really helping us out a lot. So come down to the dog kennel and find your new best friend. This one, he's a keeper. He is so sweet and friendly. I've been holding him like all morning long. I almost want to take him home myself. Right. You want to be my friend? Okay. Thank you.
Madam Clerk,
Under Resolutions Number 1, Investments,
so moved.
Second?
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Appropriations,
So moved.
Second?
Discussion.
Yes. Number 4 of 7 in regards to the Adult Probation appropriation in the amount of $139,000. $139,500 to be appropriated. Our Robert Cahill, our attorney, in regards to our litigation with the Court of Common Pleas, has language I need to add to the record. The Commissioner's approval of this request for appropriation in no way waives their claim set forth in the pending prohibition action in the Supreme Court of Ohio, nor limits in any way their ability to contest the Court of Common Pleas, ordering the Commissioners to pay for security at the old courthouse or PSI's location, if that can be added.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll second that. I've had a hard time with this one. I didn't sign it yet. I'm still hoping that we can come to an agreement with the courts as far as for just temporarily now just bringing the people from PSI over to the courthouse so that we don't have to secure 2 locations. So I'm really hopeful that we can accomplish that in the near future so we're not spending all this additional money.
I share the same hope on it, but taking a look at it, it's a legal strategy that they're going to move on in order to try to advance their case. So by keeping us in 2 different facilities, it increases the cost and makes it more difficult for us to come to a resolutions. But unfortunately, taking the advice of the attorney, I think we need to approve it.
Madam Clerk?
Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Transfers.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Advances and repayments.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Requisitions.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Travel.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Bills.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Under the Commissioners, authorize various personnel actions as indicated on the summary sheet for employees within jurisdiction of Lorain County Commissioners.
Mr. Cordez?
Thank you, Commissioner Kalo. I do have a number of potential personnel hires that I'd like to discuss with the board. Also, an update on our, hopefully last session with the United Steelworkers of America and our dispatching employees, collective bargaining agreement, and also ongoing litigation. All those topics are allowable under the Sunshine Act for executive session discussion, so I'd ask at the conclusion of our regular board meeting today, we go into executive session, we talk about those issues that I've outlined. Thank you.
Approve and waive the reading of the minutes of October 15th.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Under Children and Family, approve and enter a contract with Child Care Resource Center in the amount of $11,709 for the Parenting Wisely program effective November 1st, 2014 through June 30th, 2015 for the fiscal year 15 Children's Trust Fund.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Under the Crime Lab, award proposal to Thermo Fisher Scientific, California, to provide drug testing equipment and supplies for the on-site urinalysis substance abuse testing. Cost is $40,000 with an annual service contract starting in year 2 in the amount of $5,500 to be paid from the Crime Lab equipment account.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Commissioner, yeah, can I
Yes.
we just add subject to approval by the prosecutor's office on the form, because there's a few tweaks to that.
Okay.
Sure. As amended.
I'll second as amended.
Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Golden Acres, approve and enter in a service agreement with Integrity Textile Services Cleveland for laundering linens at a cost of $2.35 per day per patient, effective November 1st, 2014 through October 31st, 2016.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Under Job and Family, authorized purchase service agreement with Irrigation Sales and Services LLC, North Ridgeville, for the snow plowing, salting services for fiscal year 15 in the amount not to exceed $15,000, effective November 1st, 2014 through April 30th, 2015. Authorized director to execute on behalf of the board with prosecutor's approval as to form and amend for changes in programming content and increased value.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Authorized maintenance and support services agreement with CGI Technologies and Solutions, Inc. for the support of applications, software, and software updates for the document imaging department in the amount not to exceed $119,925, $924 effective January 1st, 2015 through December 31st, 2015. Authorized director to execute on behalf of the board with prosecutor's approval as to form and amend for changes in programming content and increased value.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Under the Port Authority, provide for the guarantee of the payment of principal and interest by Lorain County on the issuance and sale of bonds by the Lorain County Port Authority for the benefit of Lorain County Land Reutilization Corporation.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Under Solid Waste, approve the renewal insurance policy with AIG Specialty Insurance Company effective October 27, 2014 through October 27, 2015 for the HHW Collection Center in the amount of $10,938.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Under Transit, authorize various filings of applications with ODOT for fiscal year 15, transportation assistance grants to include Ohio Elderly and Disabled Transit Fare Assistance Program and Urban Transit Program. Authorize administrator to execute all necessary documents on behalf of the board.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Aye.
Submit federal grant applications with FTA and other federal agencies for fiscal year 15 transportation assistance grants. Authorize administrator to execute all necessary documents on behalf of the board.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Aye.
Under the prosecutor, authorize payment of 25% cash match from the county general fund in the amount of $23,613.50 for the victim witness program effective October 1st, 2014 through September 30th, 2015. The salary and payroll expenses of one full-time victim advocate and 2 part-time advocates is $94,454, and Attorney General has awarded $70,840.50.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Cortez?
I have no additional comments this morning. Thank you.
Mr. Ennis?
And we still haven't had any new litigation in the last few weeks.
All right.
It's a good thing.
Commissioners report.
Last Wednesday, I met with Amber Fisher. I think both of you have already met with her, just talking about some changes for the federal government, what they're changing their funding streams. So be looking at that in the future. This past Saturday, the three of us all attended the collection center. We gave a recycled table and chairs to a couple, I think they were from Wellington?
North
Mr.
Ridgeville,
Oh,
Mr. and Mrs.
Ridgeville,
Bender.
yeah. Really nice table and chairs, as a matter of fact. They were really happy to get it. I actually cleaned out my garage some. I took a TV and some e-scrap, paint, and some ballast light bulbs. So it's a great facility. Pull in, give them your driver's license, make sure you're a resident of Lorain County, pull up, they empty out your trunk for you, and it's a really great facility. So, and then we had the shred day that day also, and my gosh, all the cars that were zigzagging and snaking in and out that parking lot. We had the sheriff's deputies, want to thank them, and auxiliary out there directing traffic, because a lot of people and with a lot of patience waiting in line to get rid of all their newspapers and papers that they're trying to recycle. So, and then good luck to Goodwill today at their job fair at the Midway Mall this year from 10 to 2. I know this will won't air until Saturday, so only you people here that are in the audience will know. You can look at Lorain County, or Goodwill of Lorain County, and you can see the 40 employers that they will have at the Midway Mall today taking applications. So it's a lot of good companies in Lorain County looking for good people. So get out to the Midway Mall if you're looking for a job today. End of my report.
Yeah, busy week. I said, nice job at the collection center. People really appreciate it.
Yep.
How it was easy. Just pull up, you take it out of your trunk, real easy to recycle your products. Lorain County Chamber of Commerce Board met on Thursday. It's been a good year. Dumping the condo that they owned out at One Park Landings really helped the books, so we are in the black.
Well, I wouldn't say they dumped it. They sold it
They
at an
sold it.
aggressive price.
Yes, they did.
to-
But sold it at
to
an
the IB.
aggressive price.
Right.
Very good morning there. Then myself, Craig Snodgrass, and Gene from the Treasurer's Office, Board of Revision met on Thursday in regards to the Avon Lake Power Plant, their asked reduction from 55 odd million down to $6 million. Spent over 3 hours in that meeting, hearing their arguments. We'll be meeting in the next week or 10 days to make a decision on that. Boy, I got all kinds of notes written down here. I really can't read what I wrote. It's one of those days.
It's been one of those weeks.
Yeah, it's been extremely busy. Just a lot of events. We also have, I had Teresa put together a certificate of celebration for the Lorain County National Council of Negro Women. It'll be their 27th annual Founders Day on Saturday at DeLuca's. So we'll be framing that and getting that to them. We also have, I brought up to Jim earlier in the week, we received a request from Judy Nedwick, our county recorder, asking for an additional $1 for funding of the recorder's equipment fund for technical needs in the office. I had a little bit of discussion with Judy. We currently give $3, and that'll be coming up during our budget hearings.
They opened that up, I guess, to include that she could use that money for supplies as well.
Correct.
That's new.
Well, we have a time certain we need to act on that, so.
By when?
I know we have some time, but
Right.
we don't, I think it's the first week of December or something like that. We have to say, I see the clerk shaking her head. So there's, the budget stuff usually goes on late November, early December, but we'll have to act on the recorder's request.
Right.
And, you know, they do a wonderful job down there, but every year she asks for the dollar, and every year you guys say.
Let her keep her 3.
Let her keep her 3. So pretty standard fare, but I just want to make sure we understand that we'll have to deal with that before the first week of December.
Also, Black River Landing, the Veterans Reunion, Joe and Rosie, you guys are there doing a great job as always. I know Joe's going to make some comments under our public comment part. We had a really nice turnout. Congresswoman Capter showed up with her staff, so it was a very nice event. Too bad for the weather. I wish I'd have gotten there. I was asked to serve between 3 and 5, and everybody showed up there for noon for lunch. I know you guys got yourselves out of a jam, but there was no dinners to serve when I got there at 3:30. So, all right, end of my report.
Yeah, Art Goodman, Sam Felton, Ray, they all did a wonderful job with that event. And also went out to the Oberlin for the Day of Atonement. Robert Moore, Paul Hassan, nice function down there. Good to see somebody in attendance. Multiple other events that went on, too many to name, and from the weather, it's messing with my sinuses, so end of my report.
Madam Clerk,
Tuesday, October 28th, the investment advisory meeting will meet. And
are we really going to meet this time?
Yes,
Okay.
we have to.
I don't.
Did you
I'm
get
going
my
to ask you to
email?
get it
Yes.
scheduled.
Yeah. And then you already mentioned the certificate we're sending. Board correspondence?
Move the reading be waived.
Second?
Discussion. Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Aye.
Public comment?
Mr. Gee? You make sure you introduce yourself and tell us where you're from, Joe.
Sir. Joe G. Senior, 272 Gale Drive, Sheffield Lake. I am a member of DAV Chapter 20, Lorain. Our second annual Veterans Reunion was held on October 18th at Black River Landings. Opening ceremony started at 12 noon with the Lorain ROTC and local honor guard members from DAV Paul Parade Chapter 20 and American Legion Post 118. Masters of Ceremonies was veterans Sam Felton and Joe Rogers. Some of the additional speakers were Military Order of the Purple Heart Don Fugent, Military Veteran of the Year Art Goodman, Veteran Service Commissioner Sam Batounce, State Representative Matt Lundy, Sheriff Phil Stamiti, Lorain Mayor Chase Rittenauer, Sheffield Lake Mayor John D. Hunter. Sue Letts narrated Soldiers of History, a must-see for anyone who has not seen this wonderful bit of history. Attending public officials were Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur, State Representative Matt Lundy, County Commissioners Ted Kalo and Tom Williams, Lorain County Sheriff Phil Stamiti, Lorain City Mayor Chase Rittenauer, Sheffield Village Mayor John D. Hunter. We served 75 dinners of Salisbury steak, chicken, red potatoes, green beans, salad, roll, and dessert. Some veterans served were transported from VA Wade Park facility. The remaining veterans came from various areas of Lorain County. And on behalf of DAV Paul Parade Chapter 20 and area veterans, I'd like to say thank you to the commissioners. And I would like to present our latest copy of benefits, if I may approach.
Wonderful, sure. Right on. Hey, Joe, it's a shame the weather was so difficult that day, but maybe you and Sam can investigate that if they do with the Memorial Day Parade and then doing it afterwards. Sam thought that was a decent idea. Just carry it right through the day, so maybe with the VSOs and working it all out with all the other events that day, do it in the end of May, 1st of June, and maybe
Joe.
have better weather.
Yeah. Well, you know, last year it was 75 degrees.
Right.
Very good. It was a beautiful day. But yeah, Sam, when I was down there, I think around 1 o'clock, he was talking about trying to move it earlier, either Memorial Day or during the summer. So.
Wonderful.
A little different next year, I think.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you,
Thank you
Joe.
for your service.
Thank you.
I also, Nick D. Sylvester, he's was a member of the American Legion, very active. He passed away this past week. I attended his funeral at St. Joe's on Monday morning, so I just want to send out my condolences to his family. He was a really, really great guy.
Anyone else wishing to address the board this morning? I'll make a motion to go into executive session as outlined by the county administrator.
I'll second.
Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
This has been a broadcast of the recent Lorain County Commissioners' General Meeting. Unless otherwise announced, meetings are held Wednesday morning at 9:30 at the Administration Building, 226 Middle Avenue, 4th floor, downtown Elyria. These are public meetings, and you are invited to attend. Agendas are posted prior to the meeting at www.loraincounty.us. Click on Departments to see the Commissioners page, then click on View Agenda for a printable copy of the agenda.